To all those single parents out there, I hope you're doing well, despite all the things you're going through. I first want to apologize because I've been catering a lot to dads, but there's a lot of moms in this situation. You know, I was reading statistics that a lot of moms, unfortunately, are in the same situation as me because they were the primary caregivers, and then the husbands found other ways and they make more because they took care of the kids while the others chased their dreams. And that's my current situation, you know. And so I just wanted to apologize for not catering it to other ventures and other parties because you're meaningful too. Today I just want to talk about like ownership and owning the fact that, you know, like I've said before, it takes two, right? And in my ownership, I carry a lot of shame, which is unfortunate because it means I did a lot of things wrong. And I know you know what I've been through in other videos, and if you haven't, watch those videos. But I also want to know like how you all feel about the current situation that you're in. Like, do you feel wronged? Do you feel neglected? Do you feel that they did you dirty, or do you feel that you did them dirty? Because it's a fine line. It really is. And like I said, it takes two to you know, come up with a separation. And so the ownership part is really digging deep into yourself, past the shame, past the regret, past your anger towards your partner. You really need to see where you could have improved and where you could have done things a little differently. Now, I'm not saying that the other party probably did a lot more than you or whatever, but there was reasons for that. And the hardest part for me is admitting my faults and admitting where I could have been different. Even if it was like a small thing, you know, helping my partner be more seen, helping my partner like be more taken care of. We all have different love languages, right? But if you don't commit that or talk about it in the very beginning, then it becomes really difficult to continue a relationship. But like I've said before, it's really difficult if you don't love yourself. It's hard and impossible to love somebody else if you don't love yourself. So if you got in a situation not loving yourself and then continue to do the things that you thought was the way it should be, and you didn't know how they expressed love or how you accepted love or how you expressed love, then it just becomes this like tornado of just like garbage. And so I'm not saying that everybody who watches this did anything wrong. And I'm not saying that anybody who watches this should put the blame on themselves. What I am saying is that just like opening up in your heart of hearts, that you could have done things a little differently, and you could have listened more, or you could have expressed more, or you could have like sought out understanding before it got to the level it did. And if you have kids, it's really hard, right? Like when you have kids, life changes, relationships change. It is what it is. Like that's just gonna happen. But if you don't like constantly communicate where you stand, or if you don't constantly seek out understanding in your partner, it's not only them, but it is part of you. And that's hard to swallow, you know? Even if like that person cheated on you and they left you and they took all your money, it's like, what brought that person to do that? Because I'm sure when you were with them, it wasn't like that at all, right? Like when you first started seeing this person, it wasn't like that. they could have been the most wild cat of all, which I understand. Like, that's attractive. You know, like the wildness, the craziness, and the adventure. But at a certain point, we all have to understand that, like, that we did something that might have not been beneficial. And that's hard. So for all those listening, even though we've done wrong, even though we were done dirty, we also need to understand that, like, this is the time to express and look into ourselves and how we can better ourselves, not only for ourselves, but for the future us. Even if we're single for the rest of our lives, we will understand people differently. We will understand our children differently. We will be different because we are working really hard to be better people. And if anybody is listening, I just hope that you understand that you are not alone. I feel you. You're seen and you're accepted.